This video is made for adult collectors because actual transforming Bumblebee. Let's hope it's got enough space against the wall. Hey Bumblebee.
How's it going?
Transform.
Bumblebee reporting for duty.
That never gets old. Robosen has given us some really cool products in the past, starting with Optimus, then we got things like non-transforming Bee, Rise of the Beast Prime, transforming Megatron, Grimlock, and actually that's it. And now they've given us Bumblebee again. Not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed when they told me this was Bumblebee again, but then they showed me pictures of it and I saw the original masterpiece in this and I was like, okay, I want that. That looks cool because I really like MPB 1.0, so this is right up my alley. This is heavy. This is Robosen Bumblebee 2.0 and this was sent over by Robosen. They've got tons of Transformers on their, well, I say tons, they've got like 5 on their website for you to have a look at. We'll talk about price later, but this guy should be up for pre-order right now with an early bird special price of $9.49 US. It will go up once the pre-order window, that's how you say that, window is over. So after this and all the other videos you watch of this, if you want one, you get the cheaper price now. So linked below if you want to grab one for yourself. Thanks again Robosen for sending this my way. Now back to the actual toy. Again, we will touch on price later because that is the biggest pain point for a lot of people. But this thing looks cool. Oh wait, the unboxing, that's important. That's something they want me to show you. Let's look at that. Oh my goodness, I almost dropped it. That would have been a bad idea, but there it is. I like it's really dark in this room because the light above me, one of them's burnt out, but that looks, oh Jesus, that looks really nice. I like that line art quite a bit. It's collector's edition. You got Transformers on the side. You got some call to action stuff on the side. I really like these half and half logos. That looks awesome. And then a bunch of sticker mumbo jumbo. Okay, let's crack this open with one hand. Let's try doing this with one hand. All right. Oh, let's bring this over here. Ignore the Lego bag. Let's bring this over here. This reminds me a lot of the original Robosen Optimus Prime's box because of how small it is. And ooh, that looks really good. Wow. There's a lot of like wiggle room in there. What the hell? That's interesting. Okay, that's probably like the power brick. We'll look at that later. But damn, that looks nice. That looks really nice. Oh, okay. I guess this might need 2 hands. We're gonna see. Oh no, I can just okay, it's going. It's going all by itself. That looks awesome. And then you have your quick start guide and all the weapons are under there. You got your coin and your, what the? That's pretty funny. You got your coin, you got your gun. I assume the gun lights up. Yep, this looks like the exact same gun that came with the non-transforming Bumblebee. And then you have your power brick and whatnot in here. Not a lot of stuff you get with it, but like you get the essentials. That is very nice though. I can't wait to, okay, that's addicting. Is this gonna peel properly? Let's see. Is the peel good? No, the peel sucks. What the hell? Come on, Robosen. 0 out of 10. Peel. It's now my new camera lens. Oh, wow. So yeah, standard Robosen unboxing, really premium and nice thick foam case. It's very well protected in there, so it arrives in great shape. Love the finish of this figure. The other ones, minus Grimlock, are more matte, and this is like a nice gloss with the nicely chromed out hubcaps and what's that? Volkswagen logos. Yeah, this is an officially licensed VW car. I also dig the chrome on the handles and the shiny mirrors that are a soft rubber so that they don't break in shipment. The back looks nice with the bumper, red taillights, and the spare wheel, which also has the USB Type-C charging port. But that's just the car. You aren't here for just the car. You want to see it stand up, so let's do that. When you turn him on, it sounds slightly muffled. Now, I'm assuming that's just a pre-production thing because this is pre-production. It has a couple of pre-production woes that, you know, will not be on the final release, thankfully. But the audio sounds funky. Let me let you listen to it.
Hiya, friend. Bumblebee here.
We can hear that click and it sounds a bit jank, but the rest of the audio doesn't. So again, I hope that's just a pre-production thing. But anyways, hey Bumblebee. Pre-production. Hey Bumblebee.
How's it going?
Transform. Oh, damn, and he was still out of frame.
Bumblebee reporting for duty.
These things are big, and they're hard to film. Also, he's a little loud. Like, listen. That's his motors keeping him standing up. He's a little bit loud. But I wanted to point this out. Here is MP21 Bumblebee. They are the exact same almost. It's kind of funny. Like, I'm not complaining about that. This engineering, I think, works great for a full-blown transformation. But it's really funny how that's the exact same thing, but now this is a working actual version of that, which is cool because I already like this toy, so it's just great. I like how the eyes have this like clear bit in the Autobot symbol, and there's the power button and the Bluetooth buttons behind it, and the lights are supposed to light up the eyes. That's a really cool thing. However, doesn't really work super well. But yeah, this is straight up just MP21. It's hilarious, but a bit chunky, but it looks pretty fire. This thing contains, what is it, 67 microchips, 31 high-precision smart joints, 6-axis motor sensors, and it also features the world's first hub servo, that they put that in bold, modeled after like a real car tire structure in a toy. That's actually really cool, the way they got the front wheels to work with the legs splitting and all that. That's what they're talking about, and it's very sick. Again, that gloss carries over here, but the black is matte. However, the mix works. The head's nice with the glowing blue eyes that you can't really see because my lights are blasting him in the face, and the silver face. He does the breathing thing, which I still find weird because he's a robot and you shouldn't be breathing. But he does have lights and sounds, obviously. This is a robot. But there are voice lines and an app. And it is voiced by the original Bumblebee voice actor, from my understanding. But the app allows for like a bunch of different things like actions. It's got 3 gear shifts, so basically 3 speeds to drive the thing. That's actually really cool. But let me just show you what you can do with the app. So he has actions he can do. Like you've got your remote control, so you can open that up and he can walk forward. So there's other toys on the other side of my desk right here. They all just shook violently, which was really funny. Anyways, go back. I just noticed there's a bit of plastic still in his knee I have to remove. You've got things like power pose. Is this power pose or is him trying to work out? I actually don't know what this is. The icon had a power pose, but that looked like a workout. You can punch. He also comes with all of this stuff. So we'll get this out of the way real quick. This is the gun. Now I'm going to assume it goes in the right hand for the gun action stuff, but I believe it's the same gun as the other non-transforming Bumblebee, which lights up when you pull the magazine. I think it's the same exact gun. But you also get this little beetle car thing, which in here is the collector's coin. This one is not numbered. It is metal, but it's not numbered like the last few that I've had, but it is really nice coin. So you have that. And then in here is your quick start guide with all the voice lines, which we'll get to, and your like warranty manual and stuff. What's this? Yeah, the safety manual, that's what it is. All of that's in this little card. And then in this box, I gotta try not to rip this. There we go. Inside this box is your charging port and all of the adapters. By all, I mean 2. So you get couple of different, I believe these are European style adapters. I think this one's England. I could be wrong. It's been a while. But you get that, and you get this 15 watt, I believe it's a 15 watt fast charging brick. Yeah, I think this is a 15 watt fast charger. But it's a fast charger and a USB type C to C cable. So you can use this to charge your phone if you want to, which is nice because we do that. We use the Robosen cables to charge our phones at home. It's kind of funny. But now that he has his gun in his hand, let's move this back a bit. Let's press the shoot button. Good, I was right. Now, we're going to remove that. We do have the Action Center. However, this is an early version of the app. Okay, never mind. It wasn't working yesterday. None of this was loading, but I guess it's loading now. So let's press Goldbug. What does that do?
All systems go. Ooh, I feel so connected.
This is a long clip. There are so many different like selections you have in here. Most of these are voice lines as well that you can just command with your voice. What does Megatron do?
Watch out! It's Megatron! Oh, Megatron. That guy's worse. We need to stop it.
Let's try Spike.
Don't worry, Spike. We're gonna kick Megatron's tail across the galaxy.
Now you do have categories for weapons and non-weapon things, and it basically just puts all the weapon stuff in here. This is what it looked like for me yesterday. It wasn't loading, so again, the app is still work in progress, but I believe every single action is no weapon, and there's no weapons actions in here at all. But you can save your own actions if you've downloaded them, and then there's like a download section where you can, you know, download things. There's only 2 in there right now. And then you have the create section where you can actually do manual programming or block-based programming. Now this is,
Ready for action.
shut it. This is like similar to Optimus where you can just drag and drop things into here. I'm not actually gonna program anything because it's gonna take a while. No, leave. Or once it's done loading, you can manually program it
Ready
by
for action.
moving, you're gonna let me talk? Moving the joints yourself and adding them to these blocks and then adding your own audio and stuff to save it. So that's very cool. But then you have this really cool button here called Mini Theater. And when you click on that, you can do stuff with Optimus Prime, we don't have anymore, Space is finite, and this one, which I believe is just Bumblebee. So we're going to hit play and see what happens. Please demonstrate the small theater action and on a spacious and flat surface to prevent damaging the machine. I can read, apparently. Confirm, start now. Let's see what happens. It's still loading. This may not even work because this app isn't finished. Oh. Ow.
Bumblebee
Okay, it's
reporting
driving.
for duty.
Autobots, transform and roll out.
All right, ready to roll.
All right, hitting the Matrix. Okay, I see how it is.
The Decepticons are attacking. Come on, guys. There's a battle out there. Let's bust a move. Let's take him down, Autobot. Woohoo! You know, I always have your back.
That's a really cool showcase of what this thing can do. However, I have one issue with it that I noticed while it was going. He was doing a lot of shooting poses and shooting actions, but you can't leave this in his hand when he transforms. So do you have to like quickly chuck it in there while it's going? That feels a bit strange, but that was still really cool. That's the mini theater stuff. And so there's only 2 actions in here right now. I assume they're going to do more stuff with like Grimlock and Megatron and things. Unfortunately, because my Grimlock is also pre-production, it refuses to charge. So I'm going to have to fix that, but I think it's just the charging cable. I'll try that cable there later. But yeah, that is really cool. But that's all the app does for now anyways. It's kind of neat. I do wish that the opening animation was like Bumblebee transforming. They didn't do that this time, but minor things. As I mentioned with the app, there are several different programming methods you can use: manual programming, block-based programming. The PC programming is done via Robosen Studio. There's also voice-activated programming and then like other easy programming things you can do. So if you're a coder, you can go nuts with this thing. That was too many noises. This is my first time seeing them together. It's echoing here. Oh, okay. This is my first time seeing them together, and Bumblebee is the same size as Grimlock. And he's cheaper. That's wild. So let's do some remote controlling. There's too much light down here, so we'll drive him into that lighting. I don't know if you can hear that, but it was indicating. You can hear the indicator when he turns. You hear that? So here's your 3 speeds, by the way, your 3 different like gears. So right now he's on the fastest speed. Let's put him on the slowest speed. So that's like first gear. Actually, we were on second gear the whole time. What is third gear like? Oh my goodness. He almost crashed into my dad's Star Wars and Star Trek shelf. That would have been a catastrophe because it's made out of glass. It is very fast. Good lord. I wonder how it does on a carpet. There's a carpet right there. Let's find out. Oh, no. Okay. Slow speed. Second speed. Okay, so it's a little slower on the carpet. It's also rear-wheel drive. Is it real Beetle rear-wheel drive? I don't know. I don't know much about Beetles. I don't really like the Beetles, but this looks cool. No, turn, idiot. Okay, he crashed. Whoop, wrong way, wrong way. You get it, it's a remote control app. Now, price. This thing costs almost $1,000 with the pre-order bonus, and that's a lot of money. This is for the most enthusiast of enthusiasts, and even then it's a lot. I'm not recommending this to the average Transformers fan, which I'm including myself in that, because I know the average Transformers fan either can't afford this or doesn't have a place for this. I wouldn't have got one if it wasn't sent to me, which thank you again, Robosen. But it is very cool. If you love robots and love Transformers and have disposable income to burn, then I would recommend this to you. And if you have a lot of space, you need space. It's smaller than Prime and Megatron, but you'd still need space for this thing to work. Unlike Megatron and Prime though, this is displayable in its alt mode completely. It's a very nice vehicle matching Grimlock in its nice alt mode appeal, and I'm gonna stick it on this shelf here where we have like our Lego like big cars. That's where he's gonna go, actually being displayed. But it is still a lot of money. It's cool, and I'll pull it out when friends want to come over and see it. However, this one feels like I can actually also put it somewhere because of its size and how the alt mode looks. Thank you again for Robosen for sending this my way. Again, it is linked down in the description below if you want to check that out for yourself. But that has been my look at Robosen transforming Bumblebee. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.